Hello, hello, my beautiful people. It's Adriana here. Welcome back to our pop-up conversations on Body, Mind, and Soul Connectors. We are back here with my beautiful co-hosts Lorna and Michelle. Hello, ladies. Hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming and watching. If you watch this live, say hello. Let us know where you're watching from, or if you're watching replay. Also, we'd love to hear from you. It's been a while because there's a lot of moving parts happening with the business of the holidays, and we have some beautiful surprises for you coming up soon that we're working behind the scenes. So we've been working hard on that, and then I was sick and we were away and stuff. But we are here, and that's all that matters. So hello everyone, we back here, and today in our pop-up conversation, we were talking about what will be important to talk about, and we always talk about things that happen with us in this period or in this moment. And the girls mentioned about what is truth, or what is your truth, and why your truth matters, and why it matters to speak it up now. So we'll talk about that today. So ladies, why we decide to talk on this, and first of all, what is truth to you, what that means to you, and why we should speak it up.
Lots of different parts to that question, and you're right that some things hot off the press. I go again, as we talked about before we put the recording button on. There's we would say, or I would say, we would say that there's a difference between what can be talked about as a universal truth and your truth, my truth. What is that? And I would say that, what is it? First of all, I would say it's a feeling. It's what's connecting inside of what that can be felt. And I use the examples, and I was just sharing with somebody today. I use, a little lock to talk about when these numbers are all lined up. Then there can be, where is this here? There's this movement, and so there's that place, as opposed to something's out of alignment, something's not true. And we speak that somehow it's not really true. We're speaking not what resonates and is peaceful and easy and at home in the body. So speaking my truth comes from that feeling of honesty within, alignment within. And we talked about it, speaking our truth unapologetically. That why is that even a factor? For me, it comes to this aspect of looking at, okay, why would we not speak our truth? And the various pieces why that might show up of, well, what would somebody else think, and what would they do, or what does it mean if I say this, etc., etc. That piece about the people pleasing, I think the old basic stories about not enough, not deserving, not worthy, all of those fundamental stories are built on that sense of not speaking our truth. And as I was sharing with somebody in an interview today, is that we in our life as infants, we come into this world speaking, speaking and living our truth, because it's that cry that, get this, go here. There's not this, okay, should I? What will they think? It's just we do. And little by little, that's what starts to get overridden. And when it becomes what we speak, again, sometimes that's supported and sometimes that is shamed, suppressed, guilted, etc. So there's this journey of learning to, somehow it's not good, not right, it's dangerous to speak my truth, it's not safe to, so we start to hide back. So this journey of speaking our truth can be one of those pieces, as I see it and I experience, is about really stepping into that unapologetically, here I am. And it starts to let things fall away about being responsible for somebody else, how they will respond. Taking responsible, I better not say that because it might cause conflict. Okay, can we lean into it? And it seems like most often that as I speak truth, or my truth, that it actually leads into more clarity, even though it might seem like chaos at first or conflict, but to stay with it can lead into a path where everybody has the opportunity to live their truth.
I agree. I particularly like what you said about resonance, because I sort of feel like we're here on the planet to be ourselves and to have our true purpose, and we, like you say, we arrive with a clean slate and, on a frequency that is uniquely us. And for me, the truth is having your internal reality and your external reality sort of harmonize around that resonance that is you. And even if it's not the same resonance as someone else, you can have your own truth. More than one thing can be true at a time. And that, you can have one truth and someone else can have another truth, and they are perspectives. But your truth is important because your path and your function, and your reality that's created is part of the universal clockworks that helps everything align and helps deliver the lessons that we're here to learn. So if you don't speak your truth, and you don't experience what you need to, you don't learn what you need to, other people who are put in your path and you're put in their path, the exchange doesn't happen enough. And it's, the truth is here to teach us, so I just feel like, even though sometimes we sit in these boxes of, there's our soul truth, and then there's sort of like the reality around us and the layers of learnings and narratives and stories and paradigms and subconscious beliefs and everything that kind of like filter that. If we let those external things kind of box in our truth, we never get past that. We never get the growth. And so that's why it's so important to speak your truth, even though it might, break, go against a grain, or, irritate someone, or, that you have to be authentically you. I think it's really important to be able to do that, to deliver, be the gift that you are into the world, and everybody is a gift. So.
Yeah, it's very interesting to hear each person's opinion into what truth is and what their truth means to them, and why it's important now to come to the point to start speaking the truth. And as I watch the whole world shifting, I feel that it's a universal need of connecting with the real truth, like the truth of, we talk about truth is just a perspective, but the only truth of the truth, if I can say it that way, is those universal laws that doesn't matter throughout the years of the evolution of a human, those never was bended. Like gravity, and the sun is always going to come up, the seasons are the way they are, it's always winter, and then winter comes all the time after fall, and things like that nobody can ever change. Or the sun always is what it is, and it's never going to move. You can wake up in one morning and say, I would like the sun to be on the other side. That's never going to happen. But for me, when I think of truth, I think that as humans, we came up as, when our parents gave us life, the gift, the most beautiful gift a human can give to another human is life. And as my parents gave me life and gave me the opportunity to be in this world, I already came with the truth, the universal truth. And as now I'm learning to unlearn everything I have learned, so I can come back to the truth of who I was and why I came here and all of that. Because as I'm studying more into understanding what the neural pathways and what a brain of a child from the birth to 12 years old and so on, I heard the other day this saying is like, yeah, the first 40 years of our childhood are the hardest.
That's great.
And it's true. Because most of us, we don't literally grow up mentally and emotionally until about 40, 50.
That's
and
great.
then we start becoming
especially Gen Xers.
And then we start realizing that everything we have learned is a lie. And that's what called self-development, because you start developing yourself by unfolding all the truths of the world that was put on you until then.
So what do you guys do when your truth doesn't match somebody else's truth?
For me, it's asking yourself the most important question. Why is it important to me to speak up my truth? And why now? Those are the questions to ask myself. And then sit with that question and see what comes first. Because I have this rule that whatever comes first, when you ask yourself and reflect, that is the truth. Because whatever comes first, it's that inner part of you that speaks to you. Everything that what comes after is the lies and the indoctrination that I have gained throughout my life.
Right. And it can be important to apply that, and I think of, your truth in business, your truth in relationships, your truth in, how your body is and how you're actually doing and how your mind is, right? Body, mind, and soul all have their own truths.
Yeah, and they're all interconnected. It's your body is never going to lie to you. Your mind might possibly lie to you most of the times because it's made up to keep you alive and survive. And your emotion is the poor emotions are some of the intermediate between your body that never lies and your mind that always lie. And your emotions are trying to connect you between those two. So, and then we are always in a fight with our emotions. So, because we don't know what to believe. Do I believe what I feel? This is true or this is a lie? Because I never know anymore. So it's an interesting journey, that's for sure. But yes, when it comes to business, I think doesn't make us reason or doesn't make a sense. Doesn't matter if you in business, relationships. In business, you are in relationships. If you have partners in business, if you have employees, you in business, you don't do it by yourself. You still do business with your clients, with people. So it's still a relationship. And if you are, like if you are different people with different relationships and different states, then that's not being true with you. And if you're not true with you, then why? The question is why.
Well, and as we grow or change or absorb truths, and our truth becomes different, our truth can change and it's still true. Like when you start a relationship and it's, you're being truthful and then you grow and maybe you're in a relationship where you grow in different directions. That's a truth. And both of those truths are true.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I remember I remember when I was teaching elementary school. I was teaching grade 3 and it was recess time and there were some of the little guys were out there playing soccer and they came and they asked me to settle a disturbance, a squabble that was happening. And I said, well, what happened? And this little one said this and this little one said this, this little one said, and I listened to their story, took them into the hallway and okay, what happened? Okay, what happened? What happened? 4 different stories. And it was and it was that aspect of, okay, whose is it? And, this is 25, 30 years ago. And, okay, tell me the truth. And each one of them was telling me their truth because they were telling me from their perspective. From their perspective, that's what happened. And so it was just so looking back, I'm just thinking, oh, those poor little children, how they, what they would have had to go through of, that part of that journey. I am telling my truth. This is the truth, according to me. And so I know it'll be a part of their journey, but looking back, it certainly has been mine to be able to recognize, like the elephant, right? Describe an elephant, to a blind man. Oh, it's this, depends on what part of the elephant they're touching. And again, that aspect when I talk about it, it's living our truth is what's lived from the inside out. And whether that goes to the questions, why would I do this? Why is it important? And but it's living from the inside out rather than, oh, so and so said it, or I should do it. All of those different what ifs. That's not, it's okay, that what's there to be lived, what's there to be spoken. And children very much they sense that, oh, something's going on, it's not what you're saying. Or, and clients, to be able to show up authentically speaking our truth, because what do we want to do? We want to support people in living and speaking their truth, their story, their experience. So it sort of becomes this ripple thing. And sort of that, Marianne Williamson's poem about, that oftentimes what we're afraid of is more our power, our light, than, and, as we live our light and live our life and our truth, that it gives them permission to other people as well. So I think that's a big part of it. That's one of the lies, I would say, Adriana, is the lie is that if I need to not speak my truth because I need to protect somebody else or whatever. So it just becomes this vicious cycle. And I remember there was some movie, Ricky Gervais, I think, might have been in it, but it was where everybody told the truth. That's how the movie started. It was just, that's how people lived, telling the truth. It was just kind of like, and it was pretty funny, different, ringing the doorbell. Oh, I'll be back. I just have to finish masturbating. And, so it was just all these different things. And little by little through the movie, people started to, oh, maybe I shouldn't tell the truth. And what, it was sort of the opposite, but it was a fascinating movie to look at the refreshingness of people just speaking their truth.
Yes.
Makes me think of that Jim Carrey movie too, also, Liar, Liar.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, it's very interesting when you think of, like we said, the truth, because it varies even to you. It's not like, truth is like a tree, it always grows, it's always modifying, shedding certain things and other things come up. It's a constant flow. It's like nature never stops. And yeah, it's and especially when you think of our businesses, like we said, businesses or not, we are the one that are creating or running or managing or whatever it is, the business. So the importance of being in your truth and speak it up, it shows the integrity of who you are, which you show the integrity towards your clients, which automatically will help you to have a more sustainable business. The same in a relationship. I think most of the relationship are going down the hill because the truth is missed. But we are so
well, and sometimes we don't actually know our truth until we meditate on it, or if really think down into it. We allow our truth to be defined by others, and we don't like own our own truths. So like I'd like to challenge those of you watching or on replay, or to hear from you two on what do you think the authentic truth of you is. What is the truest thing about you?
Yeah, that's a hard question to answer, and a one that I think is sometimes even harder to answer it to yourself. Imagine to answer it to others. But I think that it's power in that, Michelle, because when you can answer it to you, then it makes easier to answer it to others, which is literally the recipe of speaking your truth.
And specifically a truth that you've been hiding from or hiding away, not either hiding from or hiding from others.
Yeah.
Sometimes
or you can think of it, you're protecting.
That's a good one too.
Yeah. Awesome. It's a conversation that doesn't have an end. I think it's a conversation that can keep going, and we can dive even deeper into this. We will leave you with those kind of questions. We'd love to hear your questions and your feedback or your thoughts, or this conversation stir in you. We'll love to hear from you. And also, we will see you Sunday. Michelle, do you want to give us a sneak peek?
Yes, we've got a great, I think we've got just one or two seats left on Sunday with our connection circle, where we love to feature our members. So if you've already been on, don't hesitate to come on again. We'll drop the registration link in the comments. But here we get a chance to learn, who you are and what you do as a wellness provider in the field of body, mind, and soul. Connect with others who are seeking your truth and who are looking for your services. And after we're done, when you get through the connection circle and kind of have a really kind of cozy, intimate connections made with other providers in this group, we networking together to be able to move each other forward. And further to that, Lorna and Adriana and I have been working on some pretty fun stuff for you guys that we're going to announce on Sunday. And it's going to be things that help you in your wellness business. So stay tuned for that. I don't know, Lorna, did I forget anything? Oh, maybe the one-to-one interviews.
One-on-one, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, so now those who are have been part of the connection circle, that we'd love to feature you even more. So in the connection circle, everybody gets beautiful, spacious 5 minutes. In the one-to-one, 15 to 20 minutes of just really highlighting you, to give you an opportunity to share what you've got on the go, who you are, what gifts you bring to the world, and put your links into some offers or your sites, whatever you've got there. So we really want to shine the light on you. Again, shine the light on you so that you can shine.
Yes, awesome. Yes, it's always our pleasure to, excuse me, to see you. Sunday, like the lady said, you guys can join us again, even if maybe it's been a while and things happen, things are shifting. We'll love to hear you again and see you again and reconnect. And also for the all new, we'll love to see you there. Looking forward. And if not, then we will see you soon throughout the group, and we'll see you next time on our pop-up conversation. Until then, take care of you. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.